This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beaten thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboy's Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope you all are doing well. And welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the platform where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. You guys ready? Okay, let's get right into the matter, shall we? Before we take comments, what I will say is that I want to go through some things that as a Jamaican you certainly should feel proud about. Alcat215 says, hi, I will subscribe. Thank you very much. I'd appreciate it. Please do subscribe. before we get into the preview, I want to show you this tweet that I made yesterday. And I want you to meditate on it for just a moment and think about what this summer has done for the country, especially from a sporting perspective and what has been accomplished. I think it's clear that sports can have an impact on people. And I do think that sports continues to be viewed as an industry and not as a recreation. That's how I view sports. Sports is an industry. Look at the things that Jamaica has accomplished this summer. Jamaica has qualified for a Hockey World Cup. Jamaica advanced to the quarterfinals of a Lacrosse World Cup. The Sunshine Girls are halfway there to winning the Netball World Cup. The Reggae Girls at the World Cup, 4 points, unbeaten. Jamaica's women's volleyball team, Caribbean champions. Jamaica's under-19 cricket team, 50-over champions. So you see exactly where I'm going with all of this? Jamaica has accomplished all of this. And clearly you see by the feedback that I got from a tweet of this nature, what it has meant as well. So just wanted to share that with you guys in particular. Something else that I wanted to show with you guys as well. Players at this World Cup who have Jamaican heritage. Something that we did a video on, but again, just echoing the point of these players in particular, so that you guys are known familiar with these names. All right, good. So let's go right into it, shall we? Head coach of the Reggae Girls, Lauren Donaldson, he spoke quite recently, and what we're going to do right now is listen to Coach Lauren Donaldson. All right, here we go. Yes, Mr. Galaxy, big up. Let's listen to Lauren Donaldson for the next few minutes.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Ready?
Cool. So first World Cup win in the tournament for Jamaica. You've made history. How does that feel?
I don't, it's good for the players and the country. I think to me, history, having the first World Cup win is great, but those are records that are made to be broken, and somebody will come along in the future and they will clean this record up. So it's great for the country now, but I don't rest my belief and that kind of stuff. It's just good for the country and the players to get that done.
And compared to the last World Cup, obviously, it's shown the potential that you've got to go further in this tournament.
Yeah, the last World Cup, we were young, we were naive, we were, as they say, deer in a headlight. Maybe it's a kangaroo in a headlight in Australia, but we had a lot more belief. Plus we have a little bit better team, so and we have to, with the coaching staff and the technical staff we have, and the athletes and everybody who works well together, we have a lot more belief that we could go further. So that's good. But we just asked for one thing, to give us a chance on the last day. That was our wish.
And so far, obviously, showing how you've played in the first two games. What does it mean for Jamaica as a nation?
Well, I think people are kind of getting behind the team now, which is good, because before, I wonder about it if, football, women's football would ever take root in Jamaica. And I think with the diaspora, we can see it in the stands right here, and they show a lot of those clips in Jamaica. I think I'm getting messages from people I haven't talked to in 30 years, coming out with support for the team. And, people are waking up early in the morning in Jamaica watching the games, and I think that's a good thing for the sports overall, and for women, especially for women's sport in Jamaica. I know we have netball, and I know we have volleyball going on, and kudos to them. I think they're doing well, but we can take the lead as women footballers, women's sports in Jamaica. And I think that's a good thing for the sports overall, and for women, especially for women's sport in Jamaica. I know we have netball, and I know we have volleyball going on, and kudos to them. I think they're doing well, but we can take the lead as women footballers, women's sports in Jamaica. I know track and field has been always the gem, so we can go up there and just elevate all the women's sports in Jamaica. Well, it was. I mean, coming from the France game, I knew it was going to be a dogfight. I knew Panama was going to come out and play a little bit different, and they did. And Panama, put in some fresh players, and they work hard and they were very good. So I knew it was going to be a very cagey game. As I described it was going to be a dogfight, and I realized that we coming off a big result against France. It's hard to carry that emotion. So most likely it was going to come down to the second half. And I, in the back of my mind from experience, I said, this is going to come down to some kind of set piece. And I said, we have to be very, very good here on our set piece. So the first half was a little bit of a lackluster to us. But the second half, especially the first 20 minutes of the second half, we knew we had to come out and get something. Swaley delivering one of those points. So we truly credit great ball inside. So, everybody think it's going to be a high scoring game. Maybe I'm one of the few who thought it was going to be a very low scoring game. So that's what happened.
How did you go about the overall performance of the players during that game?
Yeah, I mean the Jamaican performance, they gave it everything as Panama left it on the field. So you can't fault them. There's a lot of nerves and stuff going on there. So, but I felt good about the performance. The energy was the football, the best football. No, could have been better, especially in the attacking third right there. We could have done better in front of the goal with some more chances. But it's football, man. We have to just find a way to win. But I feel happy for the players. They gave it everything.
And with going into the next game, obviously you've got Bunny Sugar back. How do you think that's going to help?
Yeah, Bunny Shaw is back, but again, she just one player, so we have to be ready, to get after Brazil. Okay, Brazil is going to get after us. Okay, they have to win the game, so they're going to throw everything at us, and we have to make sure as a collective unit defensively that we're good, but we have to try to get something. So we can't just sit back and say, okay, we have to try to get something, on their goal or go after their goal or do something in that sense. We can't just say, okay, let's defend all the way. We have to be playing both ways.
What are you expecting from Brazil?
Attacks in waves and attacks in waves and attacks in waves and all their skilled players coming out because again, I think the first 15 minutes, they will come like a bunch of wild hyenas just coming out, just getting after their prey, and we have to be ready to fight fire with fire.
And you told me through, so Alison Swaley obviously got player of the match, and you've now had player of the match in both games you've played. How does that feel for Jamaica?
Well, yeah, I Alison Swaley, who's been, fierce for last season, he's been rough for her, moving from club to club and really hasn't played a lot of football. But I think the camp in Jamaica, when we went to Jamaica and did the camp in Jamaica in early June, I think that camp helped her a lot to get her confidence back. We did a lot of second guessing and first guessing and everything. And, she and both Swabians, we knew hearing those two together can be very good. So far, it's been good, But especially Alison, just lacking football over the last year and a half. That training camp did her well. And going into Amsterdam, she worked in her game. So I was very happy for her that she captained the team and she was man of the match and a woman of the match. And, she got the winning goal.
Do you think you get another player of the match in the next game?
Well, hopefully hopefully we can. Hopefully we do.
Can I get you to say hopefully we can get a player of the match again?
Hopefully we can get another player of the match because it's the trend. If you get the player of the match, your team has performed well. So hopefully, we get the player of the match. That means the team has done something good. So
And tell me a bit about the Jamaican fans. You had a lot of fans again at the Panama game.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jamaican fans that we didn't know given in Perth, but they show up and it's Jamaican fans, and they're some of the most noisiest fans in the world, and they love their colors. So it was great to see them. I think the players embraced it. I think the players were kind of surprised to see that many Jamaican fans, as was the coaches too, and the staff. So that was great to have those fans. Hopefully I don't know if they're going to come down to the Brazil game, but hopefully some of those fans will find their way into Melbourne and keep the fire burning.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
That was head coach of the Reggae Girls, and that is Lauren Donaldson. And you heard exactly what he had to say, and also he highlighted the other sporting disciplines and spoke about how the netballers are doing and how the volleyballers are doing, you know what I'm saying? And he feels that women in football, there's something to be done as well. And he's fully aware of what the Brazilians will be bringing. He's 100% aware of what Brazil will win. He's not turned a blind eye to. He knows that it's going to be thrown in the kitchen sink, as he has said. So the preparation is there. All right, guys, for those of you that have tuned in, I encourage you to hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, to hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boys Commentary. Okay, guys? Please do that. All right. Maria Victoria Cespedes Ortiz says, La previa Jamaica contra Brasil para la clasificación de los octavios final. 1/8 final. Yeah, 1/8. That is exactly what's going on right now. Yeah, that is right. Real Bala, how are you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. So, Earl Bailey is at the Women's World Cup in Australia. So, he's in Australia. I went to the Gold Cup, and Earl Bailey is at the Women's World Cup, my friend. Thank you very much for your commendation in relation to how you believe I did at the Gold Cup. I gave my best, and hopefully you and others and the nation holds the same opinion as well. All right, so I hope you and everyone feels that I did well, because I loved the Gold Cup. I love representing my country, and it was an amazing opportunity, and I'm hopeful that my performance will lead to future opportunities. So thank you for your commendation, and I will continue to do my best. So thank you. Okay, let us proceed further on now. Octavus 8. No? You sure? All right, let's go now to... So this was the lineup the last time Jamaica played Brazil. This is Jamaica's first ever World Cup match, and it came against Brazil. Guys, once again, I want to commend you. Well, I want to say that I'm humbled and honored for your commendation of me at the Gold Cup. I'm grateful for that, and I want to say, thank you, and I will continue doing my best. Okay? Once there are future opportunities, I will continue to do my best. Okay? So if you look at your screen right now, you'll see where it says information in relation to Brazil and Jamaica. All right. So this was the lineup for Jamaica's first ever game at a FIFA Women's World Cup. You had Sydney Schneider in goal, Dominic Bonflaza at right back, left back was Denisha Blackwood. Centre halves, you had Konya Plummer and Alison Swaby. In midfield, you had Chantal Swaby, Havana Salone, and Marla Sweatman. And the front three had Shayna Matthews on the right, Khadija Bunny Shaw through the hole, and Trudy Carter to the left. Jodie Brown was Jamaica's first ever World Cup substitution, and she came on in the 62nd minute for Shayna Matthews. Minute 72, we had Havana Salone, she came off for Chinyelo Asho. And in minute 79, Tiffany Cameron came on for Trudy Carter. So she played 11 minutes in that game in particular. If you look on the Brazilian side of things now, there will be a few changes compared to the game on Wednesday. And first thing first, the lady between the sticks. So Barbara was between the sticks for Brazil at the last World Cup. At this World Cup, the reins have gone to another lady, and that is Leticia Isidoro. Isidoro, 28-year-old, 5'9" goalkeeper that plays for Corinthians. She's the one that stands between the sticks right now for Brazil, and she's expected to suit up in terms of being the number one in this game in particular. All right? So you guys are aware of everything there. So hopefully that answers things for you guys. A few players are returning, so you have the number 6, the left back, Tamiles. So she'll also feature throughout the course of this tournament as well. Debinya as well. Debinya, the number 9. You know, she's another player that is back as well in this mix. When Brazil played Jamaica in 2019, Marta didn't play that game. Marta, in this World Cup in particular, she came on in the 86th minute against France, and against Panama, she came on in the 75th minute. So the possibility exists that Marta, if she doesn't start, then she'll come on at some point in the encounter. So, yeah. Damien Bailey says, bless up, Simon. Just remember that I told you that Jamaica, the Reggae Girls, taking the football game to the motherland and winning 2-1. I'll remember you, Damien Bailey, and I will highlight your comment as well when that result takes place on Wednesday morning. I'll ensure that this is something that is highlighted and maintained and stressed. I'll promise that for sure. Yeah. So that's how things are from that situation from my end, you know? That's how I look at things. Now, you're looking at the Jamaica squad, right? This is the 2019 squad. What are perhaps some of the changes, you know, from 4 years on? Well, Alison Swaby is still at centre half. Her sister, Chantel, now joins her at centre half. At right back, we know could be Tierney Wiltshire, could be Tiffany Cameron. In goal, Rebecca Spencer. Left back, Denisha Blackwood. The midfield, you have Drew Spence in the mix, you have Vian Sampson in the mix, and in front of them, Atlanta Primus. And of course, the front three, Khadija Bunny Shaw through the middle, Jodie Brown on the left, and on the right, you have a plethora of options. You could say Soleil Washington, or you could say Shayna Matthews. And you have positive spin-offs for either. Because if you go with Shayna Matthews, you know that you're going to have somebody that is going to work assiduously, tenaciously for the ball. Because Brazil are expected to have the bulk of possession. They're going to throw the kitchen sink, as Coach Lauren Donaldson would say. So if Shayna Matthews is closing down the space for the Brazilians, that would at least put the Brazilians under some pressure. Versus you have a Soleil Washington who has the same sort of vein as well. But as you know, Soleil, somebody that, you know, when she's on the ball, wow, it's like a breath of fresh air, as you know, when she's able to create opportunities. We saw that against Czech Republic. China is the same as well in terms of the creating aspect. But what I would say is that you guys saw the last game against Panama, what Soleil Washington did. You saw the Czech Republic game with what Soleil Washington did. And you can just imagine with space in behind what Soleil Washington will be able to do with space in behind, because the Brazilians are going to be able to press forward. And by pressing forward, there's going to be space in behind. So with Vian Sampson winning the ball quickly and being able to distribute to the Soleil Washington, then Jamaica will have acres of space to be able to counter. So that's why I said I'm happy, whether it is China or Soleil or Tiffany or Cameron or Paige. I would take anyone. You're most welcome. Carlton Lovelace says, bless are yourself. How are you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. So the referee for this encounter. The referee for Jamaica against Brazil is Esther Stabli. And Esther Stabli is a Swiss referee, an experienced referee, and has been around since 2006. So we're talking about a good 17 years in the game. She was selected for the UEFA Women's Champions League Final 2015 World Cup in Canada. And she was also the first woman to officiate in a men's under-17 World Cup. And this came in 2017, the same year that England won the World Cup. And of course, she was a referee at the 2019 World Cup in France. And of course, here she is now at her third World Cup. Veteran referee, experienced, very good in terms of the decisions that she makes. On average, we're looking at 2.5 yellow cards per game in terms of her distribution of things. So that's not too much. That's not a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? As I said, Real Bala, whether it is Soleil or China, I'll take either. But I am enticed to see what Soleil Washington would do from the start. I know that if you give her half an hour, 45 minutes, she'll give her all for Jamaica. From the start, I would have the same expectation as well from Soleil Washington as well. All right. So let us now analyze something else, shall we? Let's look here. Let's look at the teams that are left within the tournament itself. Carlton Lovelace, honestly, I have no idea what you are referring to. I have no idea what you're referring to. I'm quite lost at what you're referring to. I'm here to talk football. So here we are. Okay. Okay. So Switzerland and Norway. You're through, right? Good. A surprise to many, Canada are out. That's right. Canada are out. The Olympic champions, Canada, are out. For the first time since 2011, Canada has failed to progress beyond the group stages of the FIFA Women's World Cup. Yep. That is the situation, isn't it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely, Howard. You are spot on there. 150% correct. Let's press on forward now. Nigeria are through to the round of 16 of the World Cup. And guess what? This is back-to-back World Cups now where Nigeria are in the last 16 of the tournament. The first time in the history of the FIFA Women's World Cup where Nigeria are going to back-to-back World Cups. Australia got a scare, but they press on. Group C, Japan has taken that group 9 points, followed by Spain with 6, Zambia with 3, and Costa Rica with 1 point. Costa Rica's sole goal scorer was Melissa Herrera. She scored at the 2015 tournament, and she scored at 2023. So she scored 2 goals for Costa Rica in World Cup history. The only other Costa Rican goal scorers were Raquel Rodriguez Cedeño and Carla Gabriela Villalobos. That was 2015 when the World Cup was hosted in Canada. Group D now. BM, it doesn't work like that where a player just gets up and say, oh, I'm ready for an interview. It's not like that at all. When you are in tournaments, FIFA tournaments, CONCACAF tournaments, CFU tournaments, you have media obligations, and there's a specific time frame for press conferences, right, where players will be able to be interviewed. Outside of the window of press conferences and post-match interviews, the other window would be between the player itself and also the media that is there at the tournament, or the delegation that has traveled, the press officer that is there. So it's not like the Ricky girls are saying, no, I don't want to do interviews. Nothing like that at all. Yeah, that is something that the Brazilians will be doing, and that is the drawing the fouls element. That is correct. We will get something from the game, I think, Brazil. I think Panama will get something from France. Interesting. Okay. Outside of tournaments, the players are at their clubs, so the clubs have a responsibility to ensure that the club's media teams ensure that they are pushed as well in terms of doing interviews. That is what I'm referring to. Personally, I think that Denisha Blackwood has progressed nicely in terms of her progression. I remember watching her at the CONCACAF Women's Under-17 Championship in Jamaica in 2013, 10 years ago, under Maren Gordon, where Jamaica finished 4th. That squad also had Konya Plummer and Bunny Shaw as well. Great team, remember that? Yeah. A great team. Jamaica finished 4th, Great performance. You have to have Felicia David, Asia Lee Fat as well. Jamaica's best performance at a CONCACAF Women's Under-17 Championship, I remember Jamaica walked out with the jacket. Yeah, that was really, really nice. It was nice to be able to see it. Quite versatile. Would I say that she is the girls' version of Bobby Reed? No. The girls' version of Joa Latibodiere, I would say. Because Joa Latibodiere can play centre half, hold the midfield, left back, right back. Joa Latibodiere can play anywhere in the field. And remember, Joa Latibodiere is coming from a rugby league background. He's coming from a rugby league background because remember, he was born in Doncaster, and Doncaster is in Yorkshire. And in Yorkshire, rugby league is religion. So on your screen here, you see England, Denmark, China, Haiti. So at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, you'll have China against England and Haiti against Denmark. 2 a.m. is Vietnam versus the Netherlands and Portugal versus the United States. So here's the situation. England plays China. For Haiti to advance to the round of 16, not only does Haiti need to defeat Denmark, but Haiti needs to hope that England defeats China. And as you can see, Haiti has a -2 goal difference. So there'd be if Haiti wins 1-0 and China loses 1-0, then it would be the exact same goal difference. And in that sort of standpoint, when you have the same goals and the same, let's look at the rules, Tiebreaker points, if it's the same points, same goal difference, same number of goals, points obtained in the matches between the teams in question, goal difference. Let's see how the 2018 World Cup went. It would go down to fair play because you have the same goal difference, the same everything really. Then you go down to fair play to make that determination. Right, because remember the last World Cup, Japan against Senegal. Japan against Senegal. Same goal difference, same number of points, same goals for, same goals against, and remember they drew 2-2. So Japan won on the fair play rules. But in this situation, what will be against Haiti is that China defeated Haiti by 1-0. Hey Sean, how you doing, man? Hope you and the family are doing well. Primus is a great player. Number one guy says, good evening. Good evening, how are you doing? Hope you are well. So if England defeats China, Haiti defeats Denmark 1-0, makes things very interesting. Group E, the United States, Netherlands, Portugal, and Vietnam. The US and the Netherlands. Group F, France and Jamaica. Group G, Sweden, Italy, South Africa, and Argentina. To me, it looks quite straightforward because what you have here is a straightforward situation where Argentina, they need to defeat Sweden to stand any chance. But if the Italians go and defeat South Africa, then that's that for them. And in Group H, which is still wide open, yeah, I understand the point you're saying. Fair point. Group H now, Colombia, Germany, Morocco, South Korea. The Colombians are in the driver's seat. Can you imagine you could have a situation where you have 3 teams on 6 points? Yeah, you very much so could. South Korea versus Germany. The Germans are expected to get the victory there. And Morocco against Colombia. Interesting again. All the Colombians need is a draw to be able to top the group, and they would face one of Jamaica or France within the knockout stages. This is what the knockout stages look like right now. Khadija Bunny Shaw every day of the week. If you gave me an option between the two, I'm going with Bunny every day of the week. Every single day of the week. I need somebody that's going to shine in the big moments, and that is Bunny Shaw. So, this is what the round of 16 looks like right now. Switzerland against Spain. Yeah, that's a good game. That's a very good game, and Spain should advance from there. You have Japan against Norway. Japanese should be able to make progress there. Australia against the runner-up of D. That could be Denmark. That could be Haiti. That could be China. We'll see how that goes. And Nigeria awaiting the winner of Group D. That could be England. And that would mean that England will play Nigeria and one of Colombia or Jamaica in the quarterfinals in Sydney. England-Jamaica quarterfinals. Now that would be amazing. Simply amazing. So very pleased about that. All right, so let me recap this for you guys as well. All right, so for being at the group stage of the World Cup, each player, 30,000. Each member association, 1.56 million US dollars. If Jamaica gets to the round of 16, Jamaica will get 1.87 million US dollars. If Jamaica gets to the quarterfinals, it's 2.1 million US dollars. So that's where we are here. Jamaica has played Brazil twice. The Pan Am Games of 2007 and the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup in France. Jamaica has defeated South American teams before. Jamaica has defeated Ecuador 2007 in the Pan Am Games. Jamaica has defeated Chile twice, as you guys would be aware as well. And that came in 2019 on home soil. One in Kingston and also one in Montego Bay as well. Jamaica has also drawn with Uruguay. Ecuador and Chile. The only two countries that don't touch Brazil, geographically speaking. Big games, and we're looking forward to it. So you guys know what you need to do. Make sure you set your alarms from now, because Jamaica's next game will be 5 a.m. on Wednesday. Yeah. And you don't want to miss it. It's a big one. It's a big one. And some history will be broken. I'll explain why. So here's the situation. There's only 4 persons in the history of Jamaican football that have played 6 matches at the World Cup. Alex Thomas, Sean Fraser, Keith Kelly, and Craig Gordon. These are the only men to have played 6 matches for Jamaica at a World Cup, under 17 and under 20. That's Alex Thomas, Sean Fraser, Keith Kelly, and Craig Gordon. These are the only men to have played 6 matches for Jamaica at the World Cup. Well, against Brazil, some more history will be created, as there's a special quartet of ladies. Alison Swaby, Chantal Swaby, Tanisha Blackwood, and Jodie Brown. These are the only 4 women to play 5 matches for Jamaica at the World Cup. And if these 4 start or come on the field, then they will join that special quartet of individuals as well. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying there. BM, you don't have to worry about anything like that. Provisions will be made, and what you see on the screen there, where the per player, that will go to the players, and where it is per association, that will go to each member association. Okay? Good. Real baller, to me, it looked like a penalty in the last minute of the game. It looked that way. And you know, I predicted 2-0. I predicted Jamaica 2, Panama 0. And then my prediction was going to be so close had we scored the penalty. Oh, boy. But we press forward. Press forward. Okay, everybody? Have you guys been setting your alarms? Because we still have a lot to get through, you know, in terms of the aspect of matches to be played. Jamaica are in a World Cup. So let's get behind our Jamaican team. Okay? Please and thank you. Make sure you need it. Okay? Please. Safe. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boys Commentary, because a lot more coming our way. Sean McIndoe says Jamaica 2, Brazil 0. And that is the best way to end this video. As Massacre says, history we're making out here. History we're making out here. History we're making out here. This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beet and thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboys Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports: football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sports City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sports City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sports City right now.